Do you have unwanted facial hair or underarm hair? Don't wax, don't tweeze. Stop in for Kasi Lashes and ask for laser hair removal. 6 sessions for only $200 for the lip or chin. Bikini and underarm only $300. For Kasi Lashes in the Gray Small, 225 Lash. All technicians are laser certified and overseen by Dr. Gary's.
Welcome back to the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast with daily on-the-go episodes packed with testimonies and business tips to help you create financial freedom through entrepreneurship. Hosted by the owner of Fracassi Lashes and the Blow Dry Lounge, the Beauty Boss Millionaire herself, Felicia Fracassi.
Welcome back to Beauty Boss Millionaire. I'm your host, Felicia Fracassi, and the objective of today's episode is really just to go over what it takes to be a phenomenal salesperson, all the characteristics that are involved in being a good salesperson, because that's the lifeline to your company. That's really what's going to keep your company going. A lot of people think they can sell good and they can't sell at all. I want to make sure that you can sell to keep yourself alive, to keep the company alive. And soon, once you master it, you should be creating a system and procedure, a sales opening pitch or outline for sales for other employees to be able to emulate when you're not there. Being confident is one of the top things that are really going to help, and one of those characteristics that you're going to need to have. Sometimes people are shy or they're timid or they don't believe in the product. I've seen some of my team do this when they first started. They're just really shy about selling, or they just don't seem confident. Even if you are confident, you just don't seem confident. It's going to be a red flag for the person that is buying. You have to be confident in your product or service because you want to make sure your customer feels confident in what they're buying as well. And the truth of the matter is, if you're not confident in your product, then please don't sell it. Let's just be honest here. Let's all be honest. If you're running a scam or a sham or something that really doesn't work, I've seen all these flat tummy teas. If it works, it works. But if it's not working, be honest with yourself. Don't even try to sell something that's not going to work, because I'm not in the business of selling scams and frauds and lying to people. And the integrity has always been the base of my business. And I hope that's the same in yours. The next quality that I think is so important is just learning to be adaptable. Good salespeople are adaptable to those changes. Being able to pivot your approach or manage time shifts are very useful in this field. And I really mean this. There's been so many times where I've had to be adaptable, and there's so many people that are not flexible. These people, I always get nervous when they tell me they want to be an entrepreneur, but they're so strict, they're short, they're to the point. Those are the people that don't survive. Those are the people that won't ever have a business for longer than a year or 2 years. I'm just being honest. You have to be flexible. You have to be adaptable. If your client says, okay, well, I'm going to get this, and they say, oh, I really don't want this, I'll just do this. Make the best of what you can and still try to close that sale out. I always say some money is better than no money. But you have some people who really won't meet people anywhere. You have to be able to adapt. You have to be flexible. I've seen so many business owners when they first start out and they're not being flexible. Even I was flexible in the beginning, and that's how I was able to create a great relationship. And there was a woman that I met in Siesta Key, Florida. She owned a chain of beautiful, beautiful swimsuits, a chain store of them. And you know what? She did something that I thought was such a good idea. We were walking along the beach one day, and she told me that how she built up her brand and how she built up her stores. She said ladies would try to get over on her, and they would bring a bathing suit back that wasn't even something that she sold, or maybe looked similar, but it wasn't the actual one. But you know what? She still took the bathing suit back. And she said, okay, well, I'll take it back. And, you go ahead and help yourself to another one. And, I don't know what exactly she charged, or if it was anything or just a restocking fee or whatever it was. But she was smart in the sense of being flexible. She took it a step further. Not only was she flexible, but she said so many more women came back to her because of her being so nice, because of the sales process being easy. And she said those women end up being her number one customers because of her just being generous. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, how in the world would that make sense? You're losing money. But she's seen it as, she knew what she bought the bathing suit for. She buys in wholesale from China. The bathing suits were literally probably $5. She doesn't care about the $5. She cares about gaining their business long term. And that's what I mean. You have to be a flexible salesperson. Now, for example, if you do a gel nail polish set, if you're painting someone's nails, it probably doesn't really cost you a whole lot, the nail polish, and your time obviously is valuable. But if someone is upset about something, or, they don't do something that they're complaining about something, it's easier just to fix the problem. It's easier just to handle it instead of going back and forth, and they're upset. Now they don't ever want to do any business with you ever again. So sometimes you just have to be flexible. I cannot stress that enough. The next characteristic a lot of people don't have is called commitment. You need to be committed to being a good salesperson. It's a tough profession. Let's just face it. Not everybody can do it, but if you can just learn the basics, you can be able to do it. If you're hungry enough to succeed, you're going to get to your goal. I'm committed every day when I go into that store and I sell a package or I'll sell a product, or we even have yearly memberships that we sell. I'm committed to that. And I know that if I try to sell it and I put that confidence behind it, it's going to sell. And lastly, you want to make sure that you're following up with your customer. Even if your customer tells you, no, I don't want it, that's fine. But even if they say, well, not right now, sometimes people will say that, or they'll say, oh, I'll be back. Just make sure that you do your due diligence and follow up. You don't just give up and say you got to take it to the ends of the road. And following up can get you those sales. I followed up with people that told me, hey, I really don't want to do the microblade now because I have a vacation coming up. But when I get back next month, I'll do it. And a lot of people will just be like, oh, it's, the sale's over with. You didn't make the sale. But someone like me who's optimistic, you have to have a little bit of optimism as well. I say, all right, I set my calendar and I'll follow up with them in a month when they get back from vacation. And guess what? They always come back to me. They say, oh, thank you so much for reminding me. I totally forgot about it. When can you get me in? And boom, just like that, I've made a $400 to $500 sale, if not more. So just remember, you want to be a good saleswoman. You want to be a good salesman. You want to have the art of sales. Up next, we're going to get into how to teach your team how to sell and how to create systems and procedures so that they can sell without you being there, because I had to learn this in my business. And that's how my store stays so profitable when I'm not there, because they're good sales people as well. Thanks for tuning in to Beauty Boss Millionaire.
That's it for today. Tune in tomorrow for the Beauty Boss Millionaire podcast. And don't forget to follow the Beauty Boss Millionaire, Felicia Fracassi, on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Beauty Boss Millionaire.
For exclusive content on how to make millions in your business, go to beautybossmillionaire.com and click on Become a Patron to gain access to patron-only episodes, Beauty Boss Millionaire t-shirts, and a private Facebook group with live streams with me, Felicia Fracassi. Also, if these are really helpful, please review, rate, and share, or just send the link to someone who may need this. See you tomorrow.